Here's one advice I would give anybody: don't ask bad questions.
Yeah.
Any question that you ask in life, God is gonna give you the answer. Sometimes you don't want to have the answer because sometimes the answer is gonna be experience. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hello, beautiful people.
What? Ugly people. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Moun And Ibra show, episode 21st. Yeah.
It's still going.
21st. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yes, sir.
The goal is 52 this year. If we keep actually releasing one video per week,
we will keep releasing one video a week.
Yeah,
I ain't tripping, man. I'm talking about if we keep. Nah, he ain't bailing out of this shit. He signed up for that.
No problem.
He's cooked. Let him know.
No problem. So yeah, we will release one video per week.
Inshallah.
Definitely. So yeah, welcome. I hope you guys doing great, and
hopefully you guys enjoyed the previous video.
Yeah.
And you guys did subscribe.
Yeah.
And you guys did like.
Yeah.
And you guys did share.
Yeah.
And you guys will enjoy the next one.
Yes, sir. If you didn't, go back and watch the other video, the previous one. So yeah, what's popping, brother?
What up? All right. Question.
Yeah.
I want to know how wise you are.
How what?
I want to know how wise you've been over the years.
Wow. Do I have wisdom?
You know, we know each other for a very long time.
Yeah, well,
so I want to know one thing. What is, if there is any advice you would give to yourself at 16-year-old, knowing everything you know today? What would be the advice you would give to a 16-year-old you, or any 16-year-old right now in the world?
God damn it, man. I'm actually 16, bro. Like, how can I advise someone who got 16 years old? Nah, no.
You know what it means? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, no, you know, joke aside, yeah, actually, that's a great question, man. It's hard to really.
That's tough, eh?
Yeah, it's a tough one, though. For real, it's a very tough one. I know there are a few. I can give like 2-3 advices, like
let's 2-3, even if it's one.
Yeah.
Like, what's the one thing you feel like if they apply that to their life, that could help them a lot moving forward, like in their 20s and 30s. You know.
Then as a 16 years old, I'm trying to remember where I was actually during my 16 years old. I know I was in Guinea.
Yeah, you were still back in Guinea. Somewhere in high school. Yeah. 11 or 12th grade.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, around that period. Yeah. I used to play a lot. I used to just live life, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So as 16 years old, I mean, honestly, you don't have much to do in life. Actually, I think most of the 16 years old kids are going to school.
Yeah.
I assume. And I'll definitely say first, just enjoy your teenagers. I mean your teenage period time, actually. That time, just enjoy that period. Live life fully.
Yeah.
Play as much as you can. And there is something actually, if you are mature enough to be able to to know where you want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, because not everyone, even when you're 30, not everyone know where they want to go actually, or they have a dream. Most of us actually, maybe we all have a dream, but not everyone will definitely follow that dream. Yeah. So if you are 16 years old and you have something on mind, then work on that. Don't let anybody stop you from doing what you want.
Yeah.
So, stop you from doing what you like, especially. So go out there and do just that. Try to work on that. I mean, find people who have been successful on that field you want to go to, and then seek for advices, learn from them, from the mistakes and shit. I know someone actually, who always, I've been there too, when I was 16 years old, 17 years old.
Yeah.
I wanted to become a football player, and then I had a
retired now.
I had a big brother. I mean, he is not my big brother, but I take him as a big brother. Yeah, papi. So I used to go and seek for help. I mean, advices.
He's a wise man too.
Yeah, he is, because he's been there. He wanted to become a soccer player as well. It didn't work out, but he knew he had like a lot of things that he could give me, teach me and tell me, okay, this is how you should do this and that, in order to probably move from point A to point B. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So just go out there and try not to make you can make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
I think during that period you should make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And by making mistakes you'll learn. You will you learn, and you will actually be able to have a lot of knowledge or experience.
Yeah.
In order for you to move forward.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's one actually. First of all, enjoy life, and second of all, follow your dream,
Yeah.
And maybe there will be a third one. Yeah, but I'm gonna let you speak.
I mean, the reason I said 16 is mostly because, as you said, that's when you don't know you have dreams, but there is no conviction on anything.
Yeah.
So you become very influenceable. Like somebody can talk you out of your dreams easily. Or somebody can talk you into their own dreams. Somebody can talk you into a different dream. Somebody can, just someone you look up to just can tell you one thing and you believe them so bad that is gonna be the turning point of your life, like literally, like that one thing. And for my 16-year-old me, I would say, don't listen to anybody. Like, don't listen to everybody, what everybody say.
Okay.
Don't let what people say get you out of the dream that you think you want. Because when you have a vision, sometimes as a very little kid, usually like not everybody is in your head, so not everybody see it the way you're seeing it. And so not everybody will have the same conviction. Because let's say you wanted to play football, right? Yeah. And now you have people around you that tell you, all right, only this type of people, this amount of people make it.
Yeah.
Or you have to have this, you have to have that. But the way you don't see all those obstacles. And it's easier to face something when you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
because if you get there and you're already thinking about how you could fail, how like, all right, oh shit, I don't have equipment, or oh shit, I'm not into any academic club and I'm already 16 years old, or oh shit, I'm still in Guinea and I'm 16 and it could be too late, because people are gonna tell you all those things.
They will.
If you start thinking like that, then it's already obstacles in your way.
Of course.
But if you believe in what you believe in 100%, there is, you're not listening to people no matter whoever is telling you. Look at the little kid like Elijah. He's not listening to nobody. Like he's believing 100%.
100%.
And even if that translates for him to be a pro, thank God. If one thing is for sure, it will work out for him either in that or in any other field. Because he's gonna be really focused. He knows that, all right, if I want to do something, I'm gonna be focused. So one thing I would really, if there is one thing, it would be to like not let people talk you out of your dreams. Not let, like, don't be scared if somebody tell you this is good or this is not good. I say that because of this. When I was I was 16 when I was doing my bachelor, and I was about to, like, figure out what I want to do in university and all that shit. And then I wanted to do business administration at the time.
Okay.
And because I love my dad so much, and I know like how he's invested into my success and how much he wants me to succeed, he talked me into doing computer science, which was a great idea. But I feel like that was a great idea based off of what he saw and what he experienced in life. Because here's the thing, later on I sat down and then I recalibrated that conversation again. The examples that he was giving me was people who made it into that field. And I realized that, okay, he didn't do that.
He is not the one who did it.
He's not the one who did it. So he doesn't know what my future would look like if I did that. But he knows that one thing, that he has people around him that did that and are doing so well in their own lives that it's an automatic thing.
Yeah.
And at the time, computer science, like anywhere you go, you get a job and all this and all that. But I feel like what he didn't factor in at the time was, am I gonna enjoy that or not? Is that something that I would love in my life? Because sometimes when you're choosing what you're gonna do for the rest of your life, sit down and just ask yourself, is this something you see yourself doing for the rest of your life? When you're choosing a career, you gotta know, do you like that or not? Do you enjoy that or not? And at the time, you don't really know if you enjoy that at the time. But there is one thing that you know. When you're playing football, you know you love it.
Of course you do.
You know you love it 100%, like no matter what. And it's going to be hard for a 16-year-old to see that. But I feel like if someone is giving them that advice, which is, let's say, us to a 16-year-old right now, it would be that. It would be not listening to people. Like, when you have a dream, believe in your dream 100%.
Yeah.
If you gotta be delusional for it, be delusional for it, because you're the only one that's seeing what you can see in your head. They're not seeing it. And once you explore that, and for you there is no possible failure, you're gonna go through failures, and as you were saying, like, you're gonna fall and then get up, and then fall and then get up, and then fall and then get up, because for you there is no failure in your head. If something happens, it's just like, all right, we're gonna try again.
It's just a lesson learned.
It's just a lesson. So that's how it's gonna be in your head. You know, that would be, if there is one advice I would give to any 16-year-old, that would be it. That would be like, don't listen to people. You know. The other thing would be very careful of your surroundings.
I wanted to say that actually as a third, you know,
as a third option.
Yeah.
Be very careful.
Advice,
I think that's where your life turns around. Around that age. 15, 16, 17 is a big turnaround in your life. You know, and
that's a tipping point actually. That can be a tipping point actually. That period can decide what your 20s will be.
Exactly.
Like, most of the time.
It will decide. Literally, that's the period where you will basically get a certain path. You know. And as much as you could be in control of your life, your surroundings are, as I said again, at that age you're very influential. It's gonna be an age where the people around you can get you into so many things.
Most of the time bad things.
You know. Things. And when I say be careful of your surroundings, it's, you gotta know when something is bad to recognize, not only because you're enjoying it, it means it's good for you for the long term.
Exactly.
And again, it's hard for a 16-year-old to listen to this and understand properly what we're saying or whatever it is. But I wish someone was gonna be able to tell me that at the time, even though your parents, they're always in your ears. But I'm talking about, because it's, you know, when your parents are talking to you, it's like they've been talking to you for their entire lives,
and you feel like
so
they're just doing the same thing.
Exactly. At some point, it's not resonating the same way,
because you feel like whatever you're doing, they will just act up the same way.
Exactly. So, and the reason I say that is because it is. I had like my big brother, like Luda. Whatever he would tell me, I would listen, and there are so many things that he told me that I'm carrying over right now, and I'm seeing the benefits of those things in life. Let's say prayer, for example. He was the one that told me, he's like, bro, look, no matter what whoever tells you, he was the first one that told me this. He said, when you're like us, we're Muslim, for example, right? He said, when you're praying and you're doing a lot of bad things around the world, you will have people that tell you, how can you pray and how can you
do those bad
things at the same time? That's this. He said, but whatever you do in life, don't ever stop praying. Whatever you do, no matter how many bad things. And then I realized even in the Quran it says things are said. You know what I mean? And that is an advice that I carried over. At the time, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't praying at the time, but from when I was 17, 18 years old, I started being into I carried that over with my life, and I've seen that he's right, actually, because at some point one is gonna take over. And if you're doing much of the prayer part, like, you're gonna slowly stop doing a lot of bad things, and this is gonna start taking over. And so if you have that in your life, like someone that you look up to and that can tell you those type of things, be very careful of your surroundings. Yeah,
that was gonna be actually, as I told you, my third advice. I was, when you were giving your two first advices, I was thinking about it. First of all, find a mentor. Not actually, it can be your dad, but
exactly, it can be your dad. For me, honestly, my dad was a big part of my life. As in, he told me things. There's a lot of things that he told me that I know until right now. I'm still carrying them. He told me, for example, a man is his word.
Of course.
And I realized that there is nothing worse than someone that is not reliable. He tells you something and he's not doing it. But keep going, my bad.
So it's alright. So I mean, find a mentor. And some people don't have a dad right now, actually. Unfortunately. But you can find someone, someone in something you want to do, and just today we have internet, and go check on that field who are the top 2-3 people in the world best at it on that field. You see what I mean? And then just read what they do, or what they wrote, or listen to what they say. Watch videos of them and see how they live life. Take the good things into it and apply it into your life. That will definitely help you. And then finding a mentor, I mean, that's something most of us do. Let's say when you want to be a sportman actually, you always take the best players in that discipline, in that field, and try to do the same thing as them. I remember when I was a kid, man, it was Ronaldinho. I wanted to do everything he does. But growing up, when my dream started, to fade away, and I started to, I wanted to see what I wanted to. I mean, I was looking for something that that I could do to replace that dream, because to me it was impossible that I could replace that dream. I didn't know what else I could do.
It crushes you so bad.
I swear to God, you're like, what am I gonna do?
That's the only thing you know.
Exactly.
That's the only thing you know your whole life.
All the sacrifices and shit. Because I know that have kept me from doing so many bad things in life. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay focused on this and keep working every single day. Maybe one day I will be, I will realize my dream. But I do not regret, because I tried. You see what I mean? Maybe I didn't try that much. I could have tried, I think, harder, but I did not. And then, when I started, how can I say that? I mean, searching for a new meaning in life. You see what I mean? So I started, watching these personal development videos, all this stuff. And then, but today, actually, my mentor, or someone who I really look up to, is my dad, because I think he has not, especially during the latest years, actually, during the 3-5 years, I have seen his wisdom grow so much, especially when he came back from Mecca. I feel like his wisdom is just growing, increasing every single day, even when we speak. So find a mentor, and it really helps, and as he said, during your 16 years, I mean, during that period, bro, it's very easy for you to fall into bad things.
Really bad things.
You are gonna be so influential.
Yeah, people are gonna manipulate you
easily, bro.
Yeah. That's when the evil is at the highest.
Exactly.
Because there are people around you that are so-called friends. When they are doing something bad, you guys have to do it together
right away,
and they don't want to do it alone. And it's not because they are bad intentionally. It's mostly because it's friends. You guys have to do things together. I'm not, and most of the time when you're doing something bad, it's like we all have to do it for it to make it make sense.
Yeah.
That's when. Man, that's true. You gotta be lucky at that time.
That's true. I mean, you got to, and I know some kids actually get lucky because they have parents that are very strict. They don't let them do those things, man.
Shout out to my parents, bro.
Exactly. But during those periods, for those who don't have these kind of parents, man, it's gonna be
someone
hard.
That you can that can put you on the line.
Exactly. It's gonna be hard for you, and we can see. I mean, we can see it in the U.S. actually how people.
U.S. is far. In
our surroundings here, we can see it not only in the U.S. actually.
Yeah.
But I was just wanted to picture it. I mean, how big it can be, how big that can be, in your life.
Yeah.
So find it. If I don't know, if that's actually my third advice. Find a mentor.
Yeah.
Find someone who you can look up to. Ask, read.
Yeah.
Try to do what he does.
And just to reiterate on what you were saying, when your dream was crushed and you were trying to find a new path in life, I feel like that could be a turning point in your life, because that can lead you into, if you're really strong enough, then you find a new path. You find something new that you love. If you're weak-minded, it could easily be that, damn.
Oh wow,
my dream is crushed.
It's over.
What am I gonna do in life? You start doing a lot of bad things just because you feel like your life is over. Just because you feel like you cannot find anything new
else.
And that at that time, don't ever give up. That's the time you need to, because always this is something that you need to put in your mind. God is never gonna put you out of a certain way if he doesn't have something better for you.
I mean, better, exactly.
Yeah. So if you know that, if you have that confidence every time, you just need to keep going, because you're gonna find something at some point. You just don't ever don't ever give up when that happens, because it's gonna crush you real bad. And that's gonna lead me to my next question, as in, do you, and if you don't recall that, it's all right, but do you recall a moment in your life that you could say, this was a turning point of my life? If this didn't happen, my life could go in any direction that I don't know where, but it could go real bad.
Wow. Movie.
That's a loaded question.
Wow.
Yeah.
Movie, but it's crazy though. I mean, honestly, it's crazy, but I mean, I do recall actually, for real. I think it was during when I had that breakup with that
ex
girl.
and shit.
Cause I was too much into her. I was like, all my life was depending on her.
Yeah.
I was calculating whenever I had to do something, I had to put her in my thoughts.
Yeah.
I needed to know, okay, is it gonna affect her? How is it gonna impact her? And those type of things.
Yeah.
And it was too toxic.
You were thinking too much about her and letting yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're forgetting about your own self.
At a point where I could, give up on something very important for her.
Wow.
It was crazy.
That's unbelievable. That's
I think
crazy.
That breakup actually led me toward my bestest life, as they say. For real. But actually that was the tipping point. And that it was hard, because it was hard, and it was like I was missing. I was missing something big in my life during those period.
Yeah.
But I felt like, after 2-3 months, I wasn't carrying any burden no more.
Yeah.
And I felt like everything started,
to fall into place,
moving forward. Like every single thing I wanted started to become clear in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I remember I didn't want to do my master's degree. Yeah, because just because she was in Africa, in Guinea, and I was just nearby in a country, not far from where she was, and I could see her, whenever I wanted.
Oh, so you were not even expecting coming here or something. God,
that was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was telling myself, nah, I'm just gonna stay here.
Wow.
Yeah, for real though. It was that
is hard. Yeah, that is tough. But yeah, you see, like sometimes again, you see, like when you could have taken that in, like, the breakup as in, damn, why me type shit, and then you start doing all sort of bullshit just because. But you see, now looking back at it, you're realizing that was the best thing, one of the best thing that happened to you.
Yeah, that's one of the best. That probably was, that's the tipping point actually. That's the thing that actually switch up a little bit the balance.
Exactly.
In order for me to realize first, that I was into something that was stopping me from doing
a lot of things.
A lot of things.
And you see, and that's one way of God showing you literally that you're forgetting yourself here.
Exactly.
You are in a relation, and yes, it's good to be, committed to people, but at the same time, even God saw that for you. It's like the commitment is not the same.
It's not the same for you.
But the thing that you thought at the time was one of the worst things that could happen to you has turned out to be one of the best things that could happen to you. And that's because you trusted the process, you kept going, and that's actually what I was saying, as in, when something like that, like something real crushing, you have a dream that's been crushed, shit like that, it could be just momentary. Just keep going, man. Like you never know. You never know what's waiting for you.
Yeah, that's what they say actually. Pain is temporary, and most of the time, things happen in life just because it has to happen for you to. Because maybe you are praying for something better, and for you to get that thing, that better things, you have to let go few things you currently have.
Yeah, that's
you're currently keeping. Because if you cannot let those things that you currently have, then you're not gonna get those things. Those better things you're praying for.
Yeah,
that
makes a lot of sense. And see, I don't know.
That was the tipping point, and because when you asked me, the question, that was the first thing actually that came to my mind
right away,
because maybe there were few things I don't even know. I don't even remember.
But if that came, that means it is actually the one that and can recall. It's like, because even me, if I ask myself the question, I know exactly a moment that I'm like, this. I can recall 2 moments that I feel like are the tipping points, but I would say one of them just has the edge over another one. Yeah.
Okay. Because when that happened, because I remember when that happened, during that moment, I remember just the same day. No, it wasn't the same day. The day after, right away, this thing came to my mind about looking for a school where I could go do my master's degree.
Shit.
For real. It was during that same
far
weekend.
Away.
Yeah, and then I started applying, and then everything, started moving forward so fast.
Yeah.
I got accepted and so on and so on. Nowadays.
Crazy. We wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't know. We don't know where life would have taken us,
So many things could have happened.
Exactly. We could have taken different directions in life.
Yeah.
It could have been in another country.
Yeah. True.
And that's crazy. For me, I would say the two things that were the turning points.
I'll try to look for another thing. I can't remember. I don't know. But
yeah. For me, it's because I feel like they're related. I talked about when my dad asked me to, not asked me, like literally, like I was trying to tell, like I want to do business administration and shit, and then he talked me into like doing computer science.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was a suggestion for him, and then I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And then I got into that. I feel like that's when I should have listened to myself. But here's why. Since I was young, like my dream that I was picturing every single time, if not that I was gonna become a football player. Here is how I thought my life was gonna go.
Okay.
Become a football player, retire 36, 37. At the time, I was always saying 36. So retire at 36 and then become a businessman. And all right, here is what businessman was pictured in my head when I was young. Me right here, I'm sitting, traveling in the airports, coming out of the airports, taking a car, get to like someone face to face, and then talk business, talk something really meaningful or something like that.
Impactful,
yeah, something impactful, or things like that. That's at the time, that's how I was seeing what a businessman is. And so that was one of the turning points, I would say, because that led me into a field that I was not really interested in, but it helped me a lot. As in, when I was doing that, I went to school, and that kept me from doing anything else. So yes, I was doing computer science, and I didn't like the field, but because I had to be so focused in class, because there was a lot of shit to do, it prevented me. I feel like if at the time I did business administration, I would have gone into a school where there's not a lot of things to do, and I could have easily let my guard down and just do bullshit. Easily. It was,
I see what you mean by,
it would be something that would have helped me in life, as in, all right, you would have graduated real early. But the more I look into it, the more I'm like, maybe that was not really bad. Because sometimes you feel like there are delays in your life, but you don't know what the delay is for. And sometimes you're like, oh shit, if I did this at this time, then life would have been this different way, blah blah blah. And then the more I sit down, the more I'm like, shit, maybe God actually prevented me, because at the time, I don't know, when I was young, I was a lot into girls and all this type of shit, and if I had time for it, I don't know what I would have done at the time. And maybe that would have given me time. But at Poly, I didn't have time.
That program was
you
had to be focused.
I had to be focused so much that I was spending all my time in school, so I didn't have time for anything else. And the more I sat down, the more I realized that maybe all this time I've been blaming myself for listening to my dad at the time and all that. And then I realized that, oh, you know what, maybe that wasn't a bad idea. Maybe that was actually the idea, because that got me through my 20s all the way up to 22 years old. And then during that process, I also learned new things, and because I was so much in school, I had to listen to things to be able to study and all that shit. And that's when I was listening to those things that got me into personal development, anything, being an entrepreneur and all that shit.
Financial literacy.
Exactly. And then at the time when I dropped out, again, my dad was going nuts. He just, what the fuck? Everybody was like, what the fuck? And the second part of the turning point, I would say, which is the reason I'm saying it's related, when I dropped out, I went to Vancouver. So my initial idea was to never come back here, And when I went there, I came here for vacation for 1 week, literally 1 week, and then go back. And then that shit with crypto happened, and then at the time you're like, all right, why the fuck so much money, da-da-dee, da-da-da. And in my head at the time, all right, I'm gonna come back to Montreal, work 3 months, like
and go back.
2 jobs, and I was gonna stay like at the boys, so I don't have like rent to pay and all that shit. Like my expenses would be really minimum, so I could have just work 2 jobs and then just save up. In 3 months I would just save up a lot of money and just dip back again. So that was my goal, to go back in March. And then this was the turning point. Uri told me that he was gonna get married, and then he couldn't leave the house alone with Usman and shit.
So you had to take the
he wanted me just he asked me if I could stay until November that year. It was 2022. But I'm gonna tell you this, me accepting to stay at the time, I was like, what the fuck, why the hell did I accept this decision? And the more I think about it today, the more I'm starting to understand that God is so much redirecting me to my younger self dream that I don't even realize it. Because a lot of things happen at that time. The me going through a lot of shit, me and my the situation of my ex at the time, the quitting the job, staying a whole month without working, like a lot of things that I learned in 1 year period that helped me so much in maturing in my life, because it helped me in relationships. It helped me into understanding that interaction with people is really important.
Yeah, it is.
And that's when I found the job that I have right now. And at the time, it's when you find something, you don't know how you found it. That's what happened. I don't know how I found a job until right now. I know I was applying through Indeed, and then I have different. You remember, like you went with me, like in Ottawa. I had a job interview. I had a job and I didn't take it. He paid much more than what I have right now, but I don't know why. Okay, at the time I took the one that I have right now because I felt like it's less expenses at the time away. Because the other one I had to move, I had to find a car. But then I took this one. And again, God can just direct you in ways that you don't even realize. And since I got into this industry and learning how the industry works, and now me realizing that, oh shit, my job is actually to go see clients and try to get their businesses every day and talk to them, spend time with them, speak business, try to get me mastering the sales part of it, but also building relationships with people. That's when I realized, oh shit, this is actually what I asked God for it, but I didn't know. But then it helped me understand that, oh shit, it could get into another level. You could do this and this and that into the same field as not work for a company, work for yourself, but doing the same thing. And it opened so many things. And I'm like, oh shit, God actually that's when I started realizing, oh shit, maybe that was just a way for me to not get into, because if let's say by any chance I finished school at the time, I went doing business administration and shit. I finished school and then I start doing this job. For example, at the time I was gonna be 21 going on 22. If you get a certain type of what you call independence in your life and having a certain financial situation in your life at a very young age, it could turn really bad really easy.
You'll put it into only bad things most of the time, because you're not that mature to be able to keep that money, to understand actually the value of what you have.
And it could have been too early. It could have been many different ways of, all right, this here, you don't even know if it's good or bad for you. And as in other people as well, that they are, look at how many people they started like famous people that were famous at a very young age and then turned out real bad.
Very bad.
Some things are just meant in your life to be maybe at a certain way. Sometimes people rush a lot of things too fast. And even me, I was honestly for a long time I was really not pissed, but I was like, shit, this is taking time. Shit, why is this going like that? And then at some point I just realized that, oh, this is actually how it was meant to go. And it's just, trust the process, follow really what you love, and don't ever like take that out of your mind, and trust God, bro.
Yeah, especially, I mean, that trust God part, actually, that part of trusting God. I mean, most of the people maybe that are listening to this are definitely, I'm not even doubting they believe in God.
Yeah.
No matter who, what religion you are.
Yeah.
So that's one of the most important. Actually, that's the most important thing to believe in, actually, to be aware of.
Yeah.
Because, man, so many things will happen in your life
that you don't know why.
You don't know why, but they are meant to happen.
Yeah.
So many things.
If it happened differently, it would have been.
Exactly, because I remember, I mean, how long did I stay here without having a job?
Yeah.
Bro, it was crazy. It was hard, but for real though, I don't want the government to listen to this, but I was working under the table, I mean, but during those periods, man,
you learn so much about yourself.
God damn.
Humbleness.
So much.
Yeah.
And I met a lot of people that actually are in war, that still are in worse conditions than I was.
Yeah.
And how they were dealing with those things, actually, I was thinking, how are they that strong to deal with these type of things? And they are still into that. I know not a long time ago, a friend of mine actually called me, but he is still into that.
Yeah.
And I met so many people that came. I remember meeting a Haitian guy.
Yeah.
With, I mean, he might be in his 40s right now. In his 40s.
Yeah.
He came here with his wife while she was pregnant, and one of his son. With his son, he was like 2. They left Haiti. They went to Chile. And then they left Chile. He worked in Chile for like 4 years for him to,
be able to
come here. But they took the road, actually, what the immigrant take.
Yeah.
So they took the road. They came in. I mean, they entered the United States illegally, and then they managed to enter enter Canada. But bro, he was so strong, man.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot of things. So I think I needed to go through that period
to understand,
for real though, because it helped. I mean, it made me strong, and it did make me mature, for real though, more mature.
Yeah.
So I think you just need to trust the process. You need to believe in God, and whatever is happening into your life was meant to happen for you to be able to face bigger obstacles that are definitely coming. Because this life, until you're dead, bro.
Yeah.
Even when you're dead. I'm not even talking about that. But until you're dead, you're facing so many obstacles. You will definitely face.
That's for sure. And it's gonna be how strong you can face those and not let yourself down.
Exactly.
And not
especially
think it's
that
the end of the world. Yeah.
Because the other day I was thinking about I remember you and I talking about it. When we see homeless people and shit, and we don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know during that period when you and I was speaking about that, we were like, how can you let yourself down that much for you to be homeless?
Yeah.
But I think we didn't know. We still don't know what they're going through.
Exactly.
Because I remember I was speaking with Nadine, and she was like, I told her exactly the same thing we said, and she is the one actually who
put it
differently, and I was like, oh wow, okay, I didn't think this way.
Yeah.
You see, so so many things are happening. You know, we don't know. Definitely, we're not gonna blame or judge nobody.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I stopped actually doing that, like asking. Here's one advice I would give anybody: don't ask bad questions.
Yeah.
Any question that you ask in life, God is gonna give you the answer. Sometimes you don't want to have the answer, because sometimes the answer is gonna be experience. I'm gonna tell you why. I asked the question: how can you feel so bad about a breakup? Man, I found it out.
I remember him saying,
I found out.
He ain't never gonna be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that period when we were at Forest Hill.
Exactly.
I remember that period.
But you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're gonna find out the hard way.
Yeah,
So
you're gonna learn the
don't ask the bad questions. Don't ask, I'm wondering how this can happen. Let's say what we were saying about the homeless people. I'm wondering how can you let yourself so much down and you become homeless. Don't ask that question. Just, people go through what they go through. You don't know what they went through. There is no way. Maybe someday just sit down. If you want to know, sit down and ask a homeless guy.
Yeah, ask him, how did he end up
there?
He'll definitely.
Don't ask yourself the bad questions. Ask yourself, I'm wondering how this nigga got rich, or I'm wondering how this person is living happily in their life. I'm wondering, the good things. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Don't ask the bad questions. Sometimes you're gonna get the answers, and sometimes you don't want to go through that experience. Trust me.
Definitely.
It's just
no. So interesting topics, questions actually, and hopefully you guys actually will learn from this episode. Because all of us have something to share.
For sure.
All of us, definitely. Whoever
if you guys also, sorry.
No. I was just saying, whoever you are, actually, you definitely have something to share with.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone.
If you have anything that was a turning point of your life, you can also put in a comment. If you have any advice that you would give to a 16-year-old yourself or any 16-year-old,
whoever.
Just put it in a comment. It will help a lot of people know what goes through your mind, and sometimes it would help people also see some different thing that someone else wouldn't tell them. Well, anyway,
that was it.
That was it for the subject, and it's time for
news
for the week. There's always weird things that happen in life,
Always.
Hey, we're in a world where crazy shit are happening, and you don't even know. Like, if you're not on the internet or
on the Moun And Ibra show,
exactly. If you're not on the Moun And Ibra show, there's a lot of shit you don't find out.
You can't know.
At least you find out one thing a week. At least one thing, bro. Alright, so this week we got another motherfucker that was cut to the airport. But let me tell you this, that's some crazy shit. And I'll tell you why after. The dude got cut. He had snakes in his pants.
A snake?
Snakes, actually 2 snakes.
God,
and they were not small, bro. When I tell you they're not small, they were completely. He rounded them completely. He put them it was not in his pants, but in his clothes. He put the snakes inside the pants in his clothes, and he put it in his bag. I don't know how they detected that shit. How can you detect snakes? First of all,
I don't know.
I don't know, but they asked him to, because when you're going through the
the scanner,
through the scanner, when they scan your bag and shit, they asked him to take it out, and they found snakes in there, 2 snakes. But here's my thing.
Wow.
Just imagine that guy. He goes in the plane with those snakes, and just for any reason he opens the bag a little bit for them to have a little air. And them motherfuckers come out of there and in the fucking plane. You're in the middle of the plane. It's an 8-hour. It's an 8-hour flight.
I don't know how many miles. How many feet are you away from Earth?
And you got 2 snakes.
2 snakes in the airplane.
Yeah.
God
and let's say he is let's say business class first row, and the snakes. Wow. Let's just hypothetically, and then they just start walking around or just ramping around, and then at a certain point 13 row down there, and somebody found out there's 2 snakes in the plane.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine the
panic, bro. The panic,
the people who have their belts and shit. Yeah. Can you imagine what's going on?
God, some people are just stupid. Why would you carry 2 snakes in a flight?
I understand you could say they are pets and shit. They're not. They're probably harmless, but you never know. something about animals, they can easily go back to their wild nature.
They are, especially the initial wildness.
That's what I'm saying. Because imagine someone that's really scared try to hurt the snake, and it's gonna, probably like unintentionally try to.
But where was the bag though?
What do you mean? He hide with him. He hide it with him.
Yeah, was it the
bag that you get in the car. The carry-on. The carry. Oh, in the car.
God,
in the plane.
I heard you, man.
It was in the plane. Yeah.
God damn.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Imagine. I mean, something just put some. There is a little pressure on that bag, and then the snakes are like, yo. I need to sneak out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say he opens the bag a little bit just for them to have some air. And they just decide to sneak out.
Probably did that though. Thinking about it,
I don't know, man.
Probably he's like, oh, I don't want my snakes to die in my bag.
Yeah, he probably was open already.
Little bits.
Man, that I don't know how they found that out. But man, anything could happen. Anything could happen.
Especially the panic part.
Can you imagine me like? I'ma see a snake in the fucking plane. I'm dying.
Believe me,
I'm fucking pissing in my pants, bro.
Human beings are afraid of snakes.
You know what I mean?
Most of human beings,
bro. That's crazy. Imagine you sitting, and then, something touch your feet, and you don't even know. You just feel like it's nothing, and all the way on your pants, that shit is rounding your.
God damn, bro. I need to.
I'm imagining crazy scenarios, bro. I'm telling you. Can you just imagine in a wild world?
Nah, man.
Something like that happens, bro.
Yeah, bro. People can
crazy. People are in this
be
world,
insured real bad, bro.
Like a dog already is a lot in a fucking plane. That shit, that motherfucker start to bark inside there. Like, can you imagine that?
That's too much.
Now a snake, bro.
2 snakes actually.
Yeah, 2. And the colors, they were like pink type shit.
Those are probably the worst. I don't know. I don't think they are the worst, because I know there is this type of snake.
See, look at this one, how long it is.
Wow.
See, look at the color. Look at this one, how long it is, bro. And
that can easily come out of the bag.
That's what I'm saying.
Easily.
That's what I'm saying. Easily, it opens a little bit, it's gonna come out. There's some crazy people in this world, bro.
He's crazy.
I don't know if he was high, bro.
I don't know.
Can you imagine?
Bro, stupid people, man. We live with. I don't know how to call them, but yeah, there are some people out there, man, that do so many crazy stuff. I think it's
like in Man vs. Wild. I don't know if you know that show in Man vs. Wild. The guy
yeah.
Crazy.
I remember that show.
That crazy. That guy is crazy, bro.
He's.
I'm telling you.
The animals and shit.
But anyway, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
This one is not weird to people. It's a subject that a lot of people know about, but I also want to know your opinion in this shit. Okay. Oh shit. All right. Anyway, so coming to the next one was an OnlyFans girl. All right, but here's the thing. She has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So her and her boyfriend, they met in a nightclub, and the guy didn't know what she does for a living. But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
She never met the online guys, or she has like online boyfriends, literally.
Okay.
So she's an OnlyFans girl, but not like to the audience of the whole world. She has like very specific. I think it's a group of 6 or 7 people.
Okay.
That are very recurrent. Like they're coming back every single time, and she makes $40,000 a week from those people.
Wow.
And she said it could be. She said what she thinks is that those are people that are afraid of dating people outside. And they would rather, just have conversations online, and her sending them pictures and videos and shit. She never met them. Don't know what they look like in real life. Only know, internet conversations, through the cams and shit. And then her boyfriend finds out. So you, in the place of a boyfriend, what would you have done? Knowing that she makes 40 grand a week. So probably 6 figures a month. He's like,
is she my girlfriend or my wife?
She's your girlfriend. See? The conversation start. You understand? Like, she's your girlfriend that you met a year ago. You guys started dating a year ago, and then you find out after 1 year of relationship.
God damn, man.
What would you have done? What would you have done if you were the guy?
That girl will never be my wife. First of all, but yeah, she can still be my. I don't think she will be my girlfriend
after that.
She probably be my hookup.
I mean, questions, you know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah, I mean, she's making 40 grand a week.
You know,
off of dumpy. I don't want to judge them, but come on, bro.
Like, out of like a list of 7-8 people, some shit like that, 6 or 7, I think. Well, anyway, it's less than 10 people, and she's making 40 grand a week.
God damn.
She makes like 500 pounds per 10 minutes.
What? Man,
unbelievable.
Where are those people taking all those money?
Unbelievable.
They need to tell us.
I mean, if it was me, I'm definitely finding like a real girlfriend. But I'm gonna let myself know that you know what, I'm gonna become a city boy from that moment.
Yeah, from that moment. I mean, I'm not gonna be loyal to her no more.
Definitely.
That's what.
But then you know, maybe like take a little something like you know, feel good. Can I get a little 10 grand over there?
You know, spoiler, man.
Hey, you know what I mean? Because
I'm gonna be available.
She, in my head, like she took advantage of me, and not necessarily, but she was doing that before. But she definitely lied to me and shit. So now, hey, I'm sorry, mama. We can't be together no more, but we can financially. If you get what I mean? We're not together, but we are financially. You feel me?
Baby.
And then whatever it is, materialist, blah blah blah. Shut up. Shut up.
She's making 40 grand
a week, and something that she's not working for. If it's someone that's working hard in their lives and making 40 grand a week, and then you do that, then that's bullshit. OnlyFans, y'all. I don't feel sorry for you. If I could, I'd take all your money and run away with it. Because you and I, there's no fucking difference in it.
No cap. I mean, same thing.
Hey, I found a plan. Guess what?
Someone will find a difference.
Guess what I did? I found a plan to steal your money and run away with it. That's hard. Trust me. The same way it's hard for you to satisfy those guys just by showing up your body and shit. It's hard for me to think about where your money is, figuring out your codes, figuring out where your cash is, type shit. Take that motherfucker and run away with it without you telling the police and they catch me. You get what I mean? Yeah, you know, we understand each other.
I mean, yeah, definitely. She ambiguous. I mean, we.
But man,
I mean, we are splitting, but you know.
Hey,
come on.
Time. Now the only thing that's tying us
serious no more.
It's paper.
It's not gonna be serious no more.
Right now the dollar is tying us. You know.
Yeah, it's gonna be transactional and.
You know, if you can do a little 10K out of that 40K, I'll take it. But man,
yeah, I mean,
40 grand a week.
Yeah, I mean, that OnlyFans thing is crazy though. I mean,
that's
people are making a lot of money on that.
Okay, let's divide.
A lot of money,
let's say there are 10 people. Let's just give the max to 10. That's like about 4K for each person out of that group. 4K a week. A month, that's about, let's say times 4 weeks, right? So that's like 16. So you pay 16K a month, and that's been going on. So the guy found out after 1 year of relationship. So that means the guy been paying that for over a year.
Yeah.
So you've been paying $16,000 every single month for a year. So that means you literally, out of just one person, is giving her over 16 times 12, right? That's about 76, 80, $92, $192,000.
Yeah.
Every single year for one person.
Man.
So she's a millionaire, bro. Per year. If that's 10 people.
She is.
Damn.
And there are a lot of millionaires, I mean, among those women who do that.
God damn.
Millionaires.
Hey, yeah, you know what? I ain't breaking up with you. I I am breaking up. Hey, give me just 100,000. Just 100,000 of that shit. I mean, man, you know, if you can make it 200,000, I'll take it too. You know what I mean? Like 200,000 a year. Yeah, you know, I seen them anyway. I don't give a fuck about you also anyway. So hey, if you can increase that money to 500,000, I don't say no.
Yeah, trust me, a lot of people are paying for those.
That's unbelievable.
A lot of people.
$2 million, bro. Over 1.8, almost $2 million a year for a girl to show you her titties.
Preach.
That's crazy.
She belong to the streets.
I don't blame her, bro. I blame any motherfucker who's out there paying fucking $4,000 a week. $1,
bro. Not even it.
Bro, $1.
Paying just
you pay $1 to see somebody.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
That's insane.
And most of the time, it's a girl that don't even have almost no ass.
Like nothing.
Nothing. Bro. Literally, it's some skinny ass girl out there that just have a body that you can find in a bar right next door. Literally, literally, you can find a girl like that bar right next door.
But to me, those people who pay that, actually, they're sick. I think it's just they need help. Probably for real though.
They need help, man.
They need to go to do some therapy, something like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, they are sick though. They are definitely sick. Like paying for that, like that
much money, bro.
Come on, bro.
I don't care how much you're paying, bro. As from the moment you pay, you're out.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, bro?
A penny.
Just the idea of paying for it.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like, bro, how many like illegal streams that you have that you can just go look at whatever you want?
Like how?
You know what I mean? And you're out there, and you can just go out again. You can go in the bar next door.
Yeah.
You can find any girl over there. There's many bars in your city, bro. But then she was like, yeah, that's what she was saying. She's like, those are people that were afraid of social life. And I'm like, damn, but still, I don't care how afraid you are. 4K a week?
Yeah.
16K a month? It's a whole salary, man.
Yeah. It's
unbelievable.
Bro, that's a big investment.
That's a huge
one.
And she's out there making being a millionaire. You ask her what she does. I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm into real estate.
Shut up.
I own this and that.
I mean, hey, she might be right.
Of course, she making.
She owns them niggas.
Of course, she owns.
She owns them. That's her real estate. Look, that's her real estate. They paying her for that. So
paying taxes. Actually.
Yeah.
Expensive taxes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
It is.
My gosh. Nah, honestly, me being her boyfriend, now we're done.
Done. Definitely.
Honestly, it's
nothing serious.
As much as we
that's for sure, though.
Fuck around and shit.
Nothing serious.
There is from that moment you side chick.
Yeah, actually, you set the tone already.
Yeah.
I mean,
set the tone for
you set the tone for me to.
I can have 10 girlfriends too.
Exactly.
It's literally what you told me right there.
Yeah. Set the tone.
And you ain't gonna find out. Trust me that.
I mean,
I'll make sure to get your money before you find out.
Exactly. And she definitely shows you already.
Yeah.
I mean, how you should act with her. You know what type of woman she is.
That's what I'm saying. You know.
And that's it.
I don't know how the guy reacted.
That's it.
I didn't check the whole story, but from the moment I realized that, damn.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the part where like guys are paying. Her boyfriend, I don't give a fuck.
Do not care.
I swear I read that thing. I was concentrated on the guys that
are paying for
that were paying for that girl to make that much money out there, and we out here hustling. We out here hustling our ass off. We in the wrong business, man. I miss you, bro.
Oh wow.
We in the wrong business.
Goddamn, bro.
I swear.
I think there's a lot of money to make out there though.
Yo.
Illegally though.
Unfucking believable.
To me, though, those are actually illegal businesses. To me,
it has to be, bro. Honestly, it's not.
I mean, to me,
in front of the world, it's not, but it is, bro.
It is.
It is. Like, come on, man. It's fucking illegal. Like, hardworking people are out there.
Yeah.
And you know, that's some. It's too easy.
It is. I mean, nowadays, too easy. Bro. That's the word.
Anyway,
that was it for today, people.
That was it for the news of the week.
No cap.
And that was it for...
Yeah, actually everything. Because we don't have game...
You know what? Next week we're coming with a geography game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to,
so that I can win.
Yeah, we're going to come up with a game next week, a geography game.
All right.
We're going to try to make up something.
Easy, brother. So that was it, actually.
And that's what's up. And don't forget, like, subscribe, share, please.
And comment. Bye.
And